So today I want to show you the flatbed machines in our Elna line. This is our Elna 720 Pro. Let me tell you, this machine is a workhorse of a machine. Some of the features I love about this machine is I love the bobbin winder. It has a separate bobbin winder for this machine. Now my other machines, I would worry about winding a bobbin while my machine's threaded. This machine, I don't have to worry about it. I have a second spool holder here. I can thread it through, put it through this tension, bring it over, use my motor, and wind that bobbin while I'm sewing if I need to. It has a cutter right here so I can cut it. Also, I'm going to tell you a little secret about this cutter. I can use that for a chaining cutter when I chain on this machine. It's fabulous for that. Something else is we have adjustable knobs here for our machine. Now, this machine is 9 millimeters. It has 91, yes, I said that, 91 needle positions that are done in 1 millimeter increments. So I can zoom in on this machine, I can sew it, and watch my needle move. You won't even see my needle move. Look at this. Oh, you know what? I had the straight stitch plate on, so it told me no, I can't move it in 91 needle positions with the straight stitch plate on. These are those quick change plates. So if I was really going to do this, there's a spot down here, pop it off, switch needle plates, and there you go. I'm ready to do it. See, I took my straight stitch off. This is my high performance for my high performance foot, which is my scant 1/4 inch foot. I have this, but look at, now we can go back and see my 91 needle. Did you see what I just did? Look at this. I have this height and it stays up. See that? Look at that. That's a nice high one, but look at this. And it stays there. I can fit anything under here. Look at that. That's a good 1/2 inch up. That gives me so much room in there to put anything, my bags, my handles, anything I wanted could fit under there, and then I can just lower it down and it's ready to sew. I love that on this machine. I have my knee lift that allows me to lift it that high, or I can just lift it a little. Do you see right here this thing that looks like a thermometer? Do you see that? That, my friend, is my pressure on my presser foot. I see so often people saying, oh, my machine won't take my polar fleece through. And I'm so glad I'm here, because in Southern California, they don't need polar fleece.
Once in a while, twice a year, whether we need it or not.
Yeah. That's not nice, Steve. Some of us have to have polar fleece where we live.
You know, my little brother lives in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Every time it snows, I send him a screenshot of my weather.
Yep. Yep. I'm sending my husband, who's in Montana, my screenshots of weather right now. But it does look like a little thermometer. But when you're sewing the polar fleece, it will jam up. And you think your feed dogs are not working. It's not that. It's building up and it's lifting. And it's with this, I can lift this and lower this. If I'm sewing on chiffon, I want that to come down all the way so the pressure is there. So it's grabbing that fabric and pushing it into my feed dogs. If I'm doing a quilt, polar fleece, anything thick, I might lift this up and you can play with it right here. So let's go back over here to our screen. And now I can move that. Look at that. 1 millimeter at a time. Look at that. See? 4.9, 5. And it's moving it. So if I'm putting on piping, I'm putting on binding, I can line it up right there and do that. Now let's talk about this AccuFlex again. Not a walking foot. Talk about putting binding on. This is what I use to put my binding on. And if I'm going to straight stitch that on, because I might be making a quilt for someone named Evie, who's rather hard on quilts because she's almost 3, and I would use a straight stitch just to put that on. I'm not going to go through the hassles of the hand stitching and all that because she'll have it in the washing machine in 2 days. So I can take that though and 1 millimeter from there, put my binding down, adjust that needle so it's just hitting it, and it's going to feed that through. If it's puckering, I have an adjustment here.
So we have a question. It says, can the AccuFlex foot be used on the 680 Plus?
No.
No, it can't. I'm sorry. That comes on the 720, the 780, and the 920. Sorry. But we do have walking feet for those, so you can put a walking foot on those. So we've got our AccuFlex foot. We've got our high performance foot. Randy the Rhinoceros came over here because a lot of his 9 millimeter stitches are on this machine too. I have all my feet it comes with. It comes with a 1/4 inch foot. Free motion on this machine's a little different. I'm going to have this adjustable free motion foot. And it looks like it's a bouncing foot, but it is not. It is adjustable. This just adjusts it to the height of your fabric. This is our Echo stitching. It does come with a closed toe like this and an open toe. And all you're going to do is unscrew that little screw and put that on. So you've got that floating foot. You want to look underneath?
No, this one here too.
Yeah, there's our open toe. So, see in there, all kinds of fun stuff. We've got a speed control on it, and something that I really appreciate on this machine is this keyboard. I'm going to have to tell it what mode I'm in. So I want to do my favorite stitch. Where is it? I want to do, there it is. It's stitch 73 in mode 2. And right here you can see I'm on mode 1. I'm going to switch it to mode 2. And I can go through the whole thing, or I can go like this. And there I go. It goes right to that. And you see, right there it's 9 millimeter. Now, I can change my stitch length and stitch width. That's as far as it'll let me go without distortion. I can make this smaller. So I can do all this. It's got my double needle. It's got mirror image. It's got elongation. What in the world is elongation? And why would I want that? Well, right here I have some satin stitches. This one is particularly interesting, 127. And if we'll look at the screen, it comes up, right? And it says it's elongated once. If I hit this again, it's automatically going to make it 2 times bigger. So I can get these in all different sizes. Now, if you come in to the store or somewhere on YouTube, I'm sure there is the dragonfly that we make with this one. It is so much fun to play with those and make different critters with them. I have the back stitch, which if I have a thread break or if I have something happen and I want to go back to the beginning of a stitch, I can hit this and it'll take me back to the beginning. I have a folder to save my stitches. Maybe Evie needs her name written on a quilt. So I could go into my alphabet. Yes, it has alphabet. It has 2 alphabets. It has a 7mm and a 9mm alphabet. So I can put those in and I can save them. So it might say Evie's dress, Evie's dress, Evie's beautiful dress. I could put that all on there. When my older granddaughters were growing up, I would put Made by Mimey for Kenzie for her 2nd birthday. And they have all their little dresses. And in the hem, I wrote their names, what occasion I made it for. It's right there. But I could save all that right here in my folder and go back and get it at any time. I have the speed control. And I love my turtle in my hair. Do I have to explain the hair's fast, the turtle's slow? I don't think so. Do you?
You just did.
Okay.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. I have my scissors, my needle up, down. I have my tie off, and I have my reverse button. I'm telling you, this machine is a workhorse. It will go through anything. Oh, I'm doing it. Look at this. It's smooth. It's quiet. It has a high power motor so I can go fast. I've got it going fast. Oh, I elongated that 4 times. If I wanted to end at the end of that, it will go to the end. It will slow down. It will tie it off, cut it, and there you go.